everyone, welcome to Acres of Clay. Today we are baling our first cutting of dry hay. We only have one field down, and so we're going to do that today. It's been kind of a challenge this spring to know when to mow hay because it seems like every few days it rains here. Ethan mowed this on a really hot day. We had a couple days where it was in the upper 90s and it was just unbearably humid and hot. Ethan mowed it on one of those hot days and then it rained. But it rained the very same night that he mowed it, so it didn't really affect the hay. This hay is grass hay, so it's not alfalfa, and it's pretty mature, so it dries quicker the more mature it is. It's dry and ready for baling, and Kevin's baling right now. He is actually right there. I'm going to take over for him. Just because he has other things he needs to get done on the farm, and baling happens to be something I can do to help out. We had a poor crop of hay on this field last year. I don't know why. I think it was just because of the lack of rain that we had, but whatever it was, this year is hopefully going to make up for that. And probably when he gets to the end of the row, I'm going to take over for him. There we are. Alright, here we are. This is the baler monitor, and on the camera it flickers, but it really doesn't in real life. This is the tractor monitor, tells me information about the tractor, and my controls. You know it, and I'm almost ready to go. Kevin is just checking. It says that we're at 42 bales. This is my bale counter. So we actually have 44 because there were 2 bales here before he reset the counter, I think. And I'm not sure what he's doing.
With a couple corners, I don't know which one, if it's Browns or somewhere, but you'll have to loop around in a corner and clean up what he missed.
Okay. There we go. I think he's given me all the instructions that I need. Yeah, I think I remember how to do this from last year, so let's hope so. Turn it on. Rev it up. He told me to go about 5 miles an hour, so he said that's a good speed. Now I gotta remember. Alright, perfect. So 4th one. And we're off. Okay, so here we are, we're off. And we gotta stay on the road. We are on our way to baling hay. Alright, hey, I made a rhyme. It's all good. I am going 3 miles an hour, so I guess I can speed it up like real attentive and know what I'm doing and doing everything perfect. At least that's how I feel. Questions that you might have if you're new to my channel and you haven't seen us bale hay before. We have a New Holland BB940 that we have had. We bought this new in 2001, so this thing is, yeah, it's old. It's old. It's 21 years old. We got it when Ethan was born, actually. So it's the same age as Ethan, which is our second son. It is a square baler. It makes 3x3, 3 foot by 3 foot square bales. The length of, you can change the length, so anywhere up to about 8 foot, I believe. And I think we usually do about 8 foot. We have made almost 30,000 square bales with this thing. This year we will most likely pass 30,000. And so that's a lot of hay that's gone through that for us anyways. This has been a really good baler for us, and we thought about trading it or selling it years ago, and then we just said, you know, it's paid for and it keeps working, it works good, we maintain it well, and it just keeps working. So the bales that I'm baling today, we are baling, we are baling grass hay today. So that means, hold on, okay, it's kind of hard to do this one-handed. We are baling grass hay today, which is a little bit light and fluffy. An average grassy bale will weigh about 700 pounds. If you have a very tightly packed alfalfa bale, it can weigh up to 900 pounds. If you're doing straw's light and fluffy, straw bales usually weigh about 500 pounds. We will come in and pick these bales up and load them on a semi, bring them home, and they have to be stored inside. Square bales are not meant to be stored outside unless you cover them, because they cannot shed water like a round bale can. So our bales are all stored inside. And yeah. And I can't think of any other questions that you might have. So if you do have a question, you can leave it in the comments below. It looks like I'm averaging 3 bales per row. I don't know how long these rows are. I don't even know how many acres this field is. I'm still plugging away. I've been working at this for about 45 minutes. I'm at 95 bales right now, maybe 96 by now. Everything's going good. You can see the bales. Everything's going good. You can see the bales back there, and the ones forward here. Everything is knotting perfectly, and I haven't had a shear bolt break, which is always a good thing. No issues, and I've got a ways to go yet, but it's 4 It's 4:15 in the afternoon. I don't know how long this is gonna take, but we're gonna keep plugging at it. Now I look like a hot mess because I just had to fix a mist knot. I had a twine that was, I don't even know how to describe it, but it wasn't able to feed, so it made it so that it mistied, and then and our bales all are tied with 4 strings, and so one string was missing, and this is what happened. Oh, look who showed up. What did I do? Yeah, so the twine was wrapped around the holder and it wouldn't feed it, and so I missed it.
Well, is it good now, or?
Yeah, I re-knotted it and everything, both top and bottom. So we have a bale that broke, and we pulled the 3 strings out that it had, and then I have to kind of work my way and rebale this. So Kevin showed up because I need fuel, and he, instead of me driving home, he brought me fuel. So that was kind of him, although he's the one that left the farm without putting fuel in the tractor in the first place. Look who else just showed up. Special delivery. I have no idea what that's for. Whatever it's for, he's not sure if it's gonna work. What's it for?
What?
That. Oh, the bale spear. You could put it in two rolls of twine here. Ethan just brought twine, so that's good. Went to the place where we get twine from and picked up a bunch, so that was greatly needed, because I was down to some of them on the other side are down to the single roll, and I like to have double backup, just in case one runs out, you always got another one for it to go into. Dusty. And you have to have a square knot. You cannot use any other knot. Otherwise the knots will break. So let me recap what just happened. I had a knotter issue, and I had to crawl up on top and re-thread the twine, and then I had to crawl underneath the baler because there's a top twine and a bottom twine, and I had to re-thread that one also. Both of them were broke, which made for 3 strings per bale instead of 4. One of those bales popped. If they get too tight and there's too much pressure, 3 strings is not strong enough. So one popped and broke, so I had to rebale that. I had to rebale that, and then right at that time, Kevin showed up with some fuel, because my tractor was down to 1/4 of a tank, and that is mainly due to Kevin not fueling it up before he left the farm. And instead of me driving all the way back to the farm to fuel up, he said he would just bring it to me, which is awesome. So he brought me 10 gallon. I don't know how far that will go. That will probably, I'm now at about 1/3 of a tank. And so that will probably do me the rest of this field. I should be fine. And then while Kevin was putting the fuel in, Ethan showed up with more twine, because we had ordered some twine and that came in, so he went and picked it up, and delivered it to me. So I'm all set on twine, I'm all set on fuel, and I'm good to go. I hope the knotters, I hope I fixed it, and well, I know I fixed it because it was looped around where it shouldn't be looped. So I don't know how it got like that, but we fixed that, and I fixed that, and I should be good to go. So I'm gonna finish baling. I am at 118 bales right now. I think I'll probably have, Kevin says 160 is probably what I'm looking at. So we wait and see. We'll see if he's accurate. Well, I'm back, and we ended up getting 152 bales, so Kevin was pretty close in his estimate. Everything went pretty good, other than that one knotter needed help at the beginning, but then
How many bales?
152. And then I did plug it 3 times, so I had to pull all of the hay out. There was a couple spots by a tree line, the wooded area, where it doesn't get as much sun, and it was kind of wet. So yeah, so I pulled, that took probably 45 minutes. Otherwise I've been home a lot sooner. It is, I don't know, 7:20 or something. There's Mackenzie here, Mackenzie and Dakota. The sun is at the right angle where it's blinding if you look that direction. So I don't know what she's doing. Obviously she's got something important to tell me. Hi, Dakota. I need eye bolts. Eye bolts? Oh. I need. How was work today? Fine. Mackenzie and Dakota saying hello, and I have to help her find some eye bolts or something because she has some hanging baskets that she wants to hang in her chicken coop. So I hope you're having a wonderful weekend. We will see you in the next video. Until then, be safe, be blessed.
My nails are getting long.
So are mine. Oh wait, I don't really care if mine are. Hello.